Well, hello again, my little lovelies. Welcome back to Storytime with Aunty Nay. Tonight we're going to read a really fun and silly book. It's called Popcorn, and it is by Frank Asch, and it's part of the Frank Asch Bear Story collection. So it's called Popcorn. So do you think it's going to have popcorn in it? I bet it will. Are you ready? Let's start. So let's see when this was written. This was 1979. This is a while ago. So, all right, we're going to start. All right, so here we go. One fall night, Mama and Papa Bear went to a Halloween party and left Sam home alone. So they say, "Take good care of the house and we'll bring you a present." So you can see this is Mama and Papa Bear, and they're leaving Sam at home alone, all by himself. They said, "Take good care of the house and we'll bring you a present." So he called up his friends and invited them to his house for his own Halloween party. While he waited for his friends to arrive, he made himself a costume. So he says to them, "Hey, wear a costume and bring something good to eat." So this is him calling his friends to invite them over. And this is his costume that he made. That's pretty good. He made an Indian costume. Look at the little mouse hiding down here in the wall. Okay, so here's this one here. The first to arrive was Betty. I brought some popcorn for the party," she said. So look at, she's got it in a cauldron. It says black cat popcorn in her cauldron. She's a witch for Halloween. And then the next person shows up and he says, the second to arrive was Billy. He brought popcorn too. Look, he is a king. And it says royal popcorn. So that 2 people now have brought popcorn. Oh my gosh. So look at this. Bernie, Bonnie, and Buster also brought popcorn. Oh my gosh. And then, in fact, everyone brought popcorn. So we have Tiptoe popcorn from the ballerina. We have Stardust popcorn for the astronaut. We have Spooky Tooth popcorn for the ghost. The devil brought red hot popcorn. And then the Eskimo brought walrus blubber popcorn. I don't imagine walrus blubber. That's a hard word to say, blubber. I don't think that would have been tasting really good. The party was lots of fun. Oh my goodness, look at them. They are having a blast. Do you see all the fun costumes people have? You see what game they're playing here? They're playing Pin the Tail on the Donkey. This guy's fishing. Got the football player up here. A fireman. A caveman. A detective. A cowboy. Here's a cat. The cat's not dressed up. You got a witch and a superhero. And here's the king. And then the Eskimo. Uncle Sam. I'm guessing this guy is probably like a genie, maybe. And then a chef. And they're playing checkers. But look at all the popcorn back here. All that popcorn. Because you remember, everybody brought popcorn. That's a lot of popcorn. Then Betty said, "Hey, let's pop all that popcorn." And then everybody thought it was a good idea. With some help from his friends, he lifted Mama Bear's great big kettle onto the kitchen stove and poured in all the popcorn. Do you guys know how popcorn works? So here's them picking up that kettle and putting it on the stove. And look at, he's pouring all of that popcorn in that kettle. So popcorn, you just put in a little bit and it ends up being huge. It pops and it gets bigger. So he added oil and salt and then turned on the stove. Soon it began to pop. Pop, pop, pop. There was so much popcorn. It quickly filled the kettle and spilled out onto the floor. Because remember, when popcorn pops, those little itty bitty kernels get big, right? So they have so much popcorn. Oh my gosh. Look at all that popcorn. Look at his face. He's like, oh no, what have I done? Oh no, that's too much popcorn. Okay, so remember, it's popping and it's popping, and he put all that popcorn in it. There was so much popcorn, it filled the whole kitchen. Oh my goodness. Look at it. There was so much popcorn, it filled the whole kitchen. Oh my goodness. And look, it's still going even. So it filled the whole kitchen and it's still going. It spilled out into the living room. Uh-oh. So it's coming out of the kitchen. And then it filled all the rooms downstairs and it started to go upstairs. It crept upstairs. Oh my gosh. Look at that. That is a lot of popcorn. There was so much popcorn, you guys. It filled the house. Look at that. There's popcorn coming out of the chimney. Falling out. It almost looks like snow, huh? There is so much popcorn. Here's some birdies are taking advantage of that and eating it outside. So there was so much popcorn, it filled the whole house. That's a lot of popcorn. Look at... What happened? Help! What does this one say? Who turned out the lights? And where did everybody go? Some party. Get me out of here. We can't even see them in there anymore. There's so much popcorn. Lots and lots of popcorn. Everyone wanted to go home, but Sam said, no, you've got to stay and help me get rid of all this popcorn, or I'll be in big trouble. So he's like, hey, you gotta help me. And then everybody starts crunching and munching and eating up that popcorn. Gulp, crunch, munch, crunch, munch, gulp. What sounds do you make when you eat popcorn? I think my sound is, I love popcorn. Especially movie theater popcorn. That's my favorite. So they ate and ate and ate. So you can see they're starting to have that come down. And ate and ate and ate. Oh, you can finally see the floor back there. Do you see that? You can finally see some of the floor. That is so much popcorn. I can't even believe it. And they ate and ate and ate. Oh, their tummies are not very happy, it looks like. Until all the popcorn was gone. Look at them all. They're just like, oh my gosh, we ate so much popcorn. Okay. Look at this guy's face. He says, I don't care if I ever see another piece of popcorn in my whole life, said Buster. He's like, no more popcorn ever. And then these two here are like, oh, I feel like my stomach is going to burst, said Betty. Mine too, said Bobby. Yeah, they look like they're hurting pretty bad, huh? Because they ate too much popcorn. Oh, and here's all his friends going home. But thank goodness they helped to stay clean up all that popcorn, huh? Can you imagine if they had left him all by himself to eat all that popcorn? There's no way. He would have been in big trouble when his parents got home, huh? Okay, so Sam felt the sickest of all. He said goodnight to his friends and cleaned up. So he's cleaning up the little bit of popcorn that's still left over so he can throw it away. And he went to bed. So here's him in bed. You can see his tongue sticking out, so he's probably like, hey. And then the cat and the mouse, they all sleep in the same bedroom. That's so cute. Later that night, Mama and Papa Bear came home. So you can see Sam up in the window. He's sleeping. And Mama and Papa Bear coming home. And thank goodness all that mess is gone. Because there is no popcorn left over. Thank goodness. Wake up, they said. We brought you a present. So they're all excited because they told him, we'll bring you a present. Right? At the beginning. And what is it, Sam? Asked Sam. You can see he's still in bed because he probably is like tired of eating popcorn. So what is it, he said. You ready for the surprise they brought him? Popcorn, they replied. Look at the cat's face. The cat is like, oh, not more popcorn, please. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that is a fun book. And then here's the back. Can you see all of the different jack-o'-lanterns? Because it's a Halloween themed book. So here's the cover. Did you like that one? This is one of my favorite books too. I think it is so much fun. I can't imagine having that much popcorn. It might be fun for a few minutes, but then if you had to eat a whole house of popcorn, boy, you would have a tummy ache, right? Well, thank you again for joining me. I am so happy that you're here with me. I hope that you are doing good and that you know that you are loved. I hope you have a good day and a good night, and we'll see you soon, my lovelies. Bye.